Hey everyone, making this video to update you guys on the new Ascendancy changes, specifically regarding the Flicker Strike Inquisitor video that I made previously. Basically, I'm just going to talk about if there are any potential new Ascendancy changes and which one that is. And this is actually take 3 of this video, so I'll kind of try to make this a little quicker and just kind of get to the point. So let's go first with Chieftain. This is out. Obviously, we are mostly cold and lightning because we will be using cold conversion on the tree and lightning from fist to lightning. So no need for Chieftain. So that's out. Champion is not too bad. However, there's not too many new changes with Champion. And if we're just going for the most damage possible, this really isn't the build for it, or this isn't the Ascendancy for it, so not gonna go Champion. Slayer has some pretty cool changes, so they have the new Overwhelm node. However, this isn't really useful since we're dual wielding foils, and foils have 6.5% base crit. Not base crit, but after the after you get a crit roll on it, it's about 6.5%. So this ultimately only gives about 1.5% additional base crit. So it's not super great, but it's not terrible. Headsman's not too bad either. This 20% more damage against unique enemies is pretty nice. 10% more damage if you killed recently. The Reflect Fizz doesn't do anything, so this is alright. Band of Legends isn't really too bad, but it's not super great. The Cull is kind of whatever. Culling Strike really is only useful on bosses, and it's like, eh. Conditional attack speed and movement speed is alright, but it's only 20% increased attack movement speed, so also kind of meh. For this build specifically, you can't take Endless Hunger or Brutal Fervor because we would be immune to bleeding, so that wouldn't work. And Impact is okay, a lot of AoE, and Masterful Form is just a bunch of potential maximum endurance charges. However, we have no endurance charge generation as far as I know, so it's not overall Slayer for the dual wield, bleed, flicker strike, not really that great. Next one, Gladiator. Gladiator got a few changes, but nothing too significant. Basically, it's still the same Ascendancy, essentially. They made 7 changes to the minor nodes, some attack speed, but basically it's your block Ascendancy. It still has the good bleed explosions. However, if we are not taking elemental focus and we're going to be using cold damage, we're going to be freezing. That means we wouldn't be exploding the corpses. So, where's the node? Where the hell is it? Here, this one. No, not this one. This one, gratuitous violence. So the bleed explosions wouldn't really do that much because it would be freezing and shattering. So, Arena Challenger is a new, another new kind of charge nodes, which give attack movement speed per challenger charge, but it's only 20% more attack movement speed. Definitely, as some of you guys, if you guys have been following along with the Ascendancy changes, Berserker is the fucking big kahuna. It is the fucking crazy mother of God. What the fuck is this insane Ascendancy? So number 1, Flawless Savagery, 80% increased crit chance for attacks. Nice. Adds 20 to 30 fizz damage to attacks. If you've dealt recently, the condition doesn't really matter because we're going to be critting all the time. This is half of an Abyssus with no downside, so this is fucking insane. And on top of that, 30% multi, so nice. Blitz is interesting. So Blitz is a fucking crazy 40% more attack speed. More attack speed, not increased, more. However, we lose 200% crit strike chance. This one's a maybe for me. This is really fucking strong, but at the same time, Aspect of Carnage is, I'll move this out of the way. Aspect of Carnage is pretty great too. So losing 40% more attack speed is insane, but at the same time, losing 200% critical strike chance, that does sting a little bit, especially given the fact that it also costs 2 Ascendancy points. So that's like 2 downsides for only the 1 upside, but the 1 upside is 40% more attack speed, so it's insane. The aspect of Carnage is still crazy as always, 40% more damage. There's really, I would say, well, I'll get to that in a second. No reason to take 6. Warbringer is just a piece of garbage. No one's ever going to take that. 8 is also kind of a piece of garbage. Really, no one's ever going to take that either. If you are using, you should get your leech that you need out of Vitality Void and Life and Mana Leech. So there's really no need for 8. It's just kind of a waste of 2 Ascendancy points. So 8 and 6 are just flat out dog shit. You don't really ever want to take those. 9 and 10, Crave the Slaughter. This got quite a good buff. Now it has 12.5% chance to deal double damage, so that is quite nice. And Rite of Ruin is now tripled rage effects, so now it's 150% more increased attack damage. That would be what is that? 75% attack speed, increased attack speed. Wait, hold on. How much rage? 1% per 2. Yeah, so that's 75% attack speed and 30% increased movement speed. Pretty fucking nuts. Overall, from what I see in this Ascendancy, I'm definitely taking Flawless Savagery. I am definitely taking Crave the Slaughter and Rite of Ruin. The toss-up is between Blitz and Aspect of Carnage. With Blitz, your attack speed is just going to be fucking nuts. Like 40% more attack speed here, plus another 75% increased attack speed here. Dude, this is gonna be like fucking 50 flicker strikes per second. Like, I don't even know. Or 40% more damage, so it's essentially another link. However, the only downside to this is 10% increased damage taken, as opposed to losing 200% crit. So that's quite the toss-up. I haven't decided that for sure. I think personally I'm going to take Aspect of Carnage. I probably will try Blitz, because if the attack speed is just fucking bonkers, then I'm going to take Blitz. However, I have now conclusively determined that I'm going to go Berserker now, because Berserker is just too much fucking damage everywhere, and it's just too good not to take if you're going a balls to the wall damage build, which this is. So I made a couple changes to the tree, since now we're going to be using penetration. I'm taking Divine Fervor still here, so now we get 3% pen there. I also decided to path into Primeval Force to get 5% pen there. I decided to drop Twin Tears, since now we get 80% crit chance from attacks for Flawless Savagery. Considering we don't lose 200% crit from Blitz and take Aspect of Carnage instead, you can drop Twin Tears, and I picked up Primeval Force instead for another 5% pen there. And I decided to drop the Stibnite, what is that one called? I fucking forgot. Sin's Rebirth for Wise Oak to get 15% more pen there. Just keep in mind that you're going to have to balance out your cold and lightning resist to make sure you get penetration from both of those. So yeah, Berserker is the way to go now. It's just too crazy, it's too fucking good, and we'll just get some pen on the tree to make up for not having the inevitable judgment from Inquisitor. So yeah, going Berserker. Berserker's the way to go. Berserker's fucking insane now. I think everyone's going to go Berserker. It's going to kind of suck having 50% increased damage taken, well, physical damage taken, and 10% increased damage taken from elemental damage. But still, yeah, Berserker's nuts. So that's all I can say, guys. I'm going to be going Berserker. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And I think that's going to be it until Legion comes out, and I will make more updates to this build. See you guys when Legion hits.